trauma. I want to just see what I can learn about trauma on this fine day. Greetings, everyone. It's Carrie, and today I'm going to interrupt my regularly scheduled episodes for the chance to unbox the Hay House Card Deck Club September offering. So I'm just really excited, and today I have to tell you, I am experiencing, it is September 10th when I'm recording this, but right now it's intense energies, and I was like, what is going on astrologically? And I went back into my notes that I had been taking, and today is an intense surge of energy, and that's what happened today for me. And I'm like, oh, well, that's comforting to know that I'm actually on track. I am feeling the feels that are part of the flow of the cosmos. It's nice to rest in that assurance that there is nothing to fear. What was interesting is while I know that there's nothing to fear, my body was just amped up. Part of what I think I'm also dealing with is potentially PTSD, this trauma that is probably still in my body that gives me that heightened alert, alert, red alert, something's up, something's going on. And I have an amazing husband who helped me to laugh it off a little bit. You know how the Minions play the Beto, Beto, Beto in one of their movies. It's just hilarious. Realizing that's more what I'm dealing with. If I can laugh it off, it just gives me more joy. And you'll see that in the following episode that I'm interrupting, where I talk about ways that we work with our bodies. So this is perfect. So we'll get this one in ahead of that one, which feels like I'm flip-flopping, but I'm trusting that this is going to be the right thing to do. I'm so excited about this box. Go ahead and get started. So this is fun. We're going to now take a look. Moonology. So that would be perfect for today. I'm so excited. This is the one this is the deck. This is my deck I needed for the Kabbalah. I did his lesson course on Hay House University. Loved it. And it was transformational for me. It explained so much and helped me to tie together the Tarot and the Bible. And this is what I want to really focus on in the coming weeks. The next one is the Light Seers deck, and I've seen and admired other readers who have used the regular Light Seers tarot, and I kept thinking, oh, that's so pretty. I love the energy of it, but how many tarot decks does a girl need in her life? was my question. So I kind of held off and thought, you know what, I'll just wait. But now I get the pocket version, and it's in a handy tin, so it's going to be perfect for traveling with. And I like that. You can pop it in a bag and not worry about the state of your cards getting tumbled around. So one other thing that's fun is I also have the Moonology deck, the original Moonology deck, which I haven't always understood how to use properly, and I always wanted to, because I am finding more and more how important the moon is. Today is a perfect example of these astrological energies, and like I said, I am feeling the feels, and this is going to be very timely for me as we go through these. And I'm going to pray with each of these decks that only the highest, most benevolent messages, truest love and light that serves the highest purpose and moral good for one and all concerned. Another deck that I dedicate to highest benevolent service that connects to the moral good that is in one and all's highest benefits, benevolence, love and light, dedication to only the highest and best, most truthful, loving, unconditionally loving messages that serve highest purpose and expand all of in their path to highest good purposes and growth, personal growth that expands the best, highest and best in one and all. What I thought was interesting as I unboxed these, Moonology, inside the deck, it says call on Goddess Swati to guide your intuition. So that'll be fun to see what the book is talking about there. So nice books, very good. So I don't know anything about a goddess Saraswati. So she's got the interpretations of the cards. So I really need to study that, and also in the Moonology. I really want to. I want to understand moon cycles, which is perfect. And you know what? Let's play with that for a minute. Let's take a look and do a comparison of this book with that book. This one talks about let the moon be your guide. And when we look at the titles, this one was created in 2018, 2023. So it's like this is all about intuition, the spirit of the deck, and how these cards can help you. And then she goes into the wisdom of the moon, the phases of the moon, and working with the cards. She's also over here in the new deck, how to use this deck. One card draws, what if you don't like the card you get? Reading for other people, should you let others touch these cards and clearing your cards? So here she's over here, just kind of how the deck is structured, interpreting the cards, the elements, and working with the card spreads. And here's her interpretations of the cards. And then she's got all the dark moon, day moon, dark side of the moon, moon goddesses. Okay, this is more astrologically oriented. And this is really going in yin and yang moon. She does talk about the void moons, which I've been interested in. What are those all about? She does have blue moon, fixed moon, void, of course, moon, which is, I don't know if that's going to be the same or not. The cardinal moon and different things. So there's some blending of the concepts, but it'll be interesting to see what the related cards might expand on the knowledge that Yasmin has wanted to share in this new book. And I'm just loving it. Okay, so we're talking about the moon and the queen of the night being the queen of emotions in the feminine. And the spirit of the deck is everything on this earth has its own spirit, including oracle card decks. So she does say to give them a good rap with your knuckles when you use them, or to clear out the energy from the last time you asked for their advice, and do take their messages seriously. The cards will always tell the truth. And do not let the cards sit around gathering dust in low vibration places. I'm going to go ahead and do as Jasmine recommends, giving them a good wrap. A lot of times I just put my energy around them as well. Ooh, I can feel the energy already. It's a good deck. All right. When I can feel those kind of energies, I know that we're good. Here's the blood moon for courage. I'm just going to go through these quickly to get my energy in them. All right, so that is those cards. Let me just show you the back of the original card, and then these are the cards that were previous. So there's some great ones. Well, like I said, she's doing more of the zodiac and those kinds of things. So I think these are going to be a beautiful complement to one another. I'm really excited. This is super fun. I will do a reading with these cards. I probably do one on trauma in just a few minutes. Let's go through with the Light Seers deck, which now that I have the Tree of Light Kabbalah information in my toolkit, I now have more confidence with using and seeing the beauty of tarot. And I do love how tarot really speaks to those major times when we all go through things on our paths that are pleasant and unpleasant, and yet they are journeys that help to hone, shape, and polish ourselves as a gem in our soul gems, our experiences, everything we've gone through. This is one of the things that I really trust about my life, is that just like a diamond gets a lot of pressure and heat to find its clarity, its density and ability to shine brightly. We are like that as well. And I love that analogy. So that is why I really value tarot. It is one of those types of decks that gives you a beautiful overview, like from a cosmic viewpoint, on what is going on above, around, underneath you, forward and back, past and present. It just really gives you much higher guidance in those kinds of readings, where I talked about Lenormand in the past. Lenormand I love because it's like, let's get everything out on the table. What's happening right here on planet Earth? I need to know. Where tarot just kind of says, yeah, but there's a season and a cycle involved in this as well. So I'm going to go ahead, and these cards are really little. I kind of like them. This is a Lenormand deck, one of my smallest decks that I have liked. Yeah, and they're a little bit bigger. So these, yeah, that's kind of nice to see. Wondering if these are going to feel a little too small for me, but that's all right. Again, they are slippery. All right, knock, knock, knock. Get my energy. I do like how I can put them right in my palms and just, dedicate only to the highest love and light and good. Oh, this is fun. All right, so let's take a look. And I understand that this is just like a micro mini version of the original. So nothing, as far as I heard, because I don't own the original deck, but I've heard that it really is very much like the original. So that's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Okay, first impression on these cards is how beautiful they are, and also how similar they are in the intentions that I have understood from the Rider-Waite type of style of decks. I have other tarot decks, and I'd love to do more on those, because there are some other contemporary style of tarot decks that I really gravitate toward. So I will do that at some other time. But I can see the value in having this on hand for those times when I really want something more traditional, but I really don't resonate very well with the Rider-Waite. So I do find that I want something probably more like this or my other decks. So this will fit in very beautifully. We can do readings with this in just a little bit. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the Kabbalah. This is my treasured book. I am so excited because I really wanted to learn this better. What is the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life, the deck explained, bonding with your cards, consolidating, and the magical forces and the elements, various paths and major archetypes. planets and astrology and animals and birds and things and glyphs. So that's what I loved about his session, was how extensive the Kabbalah is, and I just see it as universal truth. So I'm going to have to really pour into this and see more about what his thing is. Okay, see, and this is where Tarot is so cool, because it's got the Fool and the Magician and the Empress and the Emperor cards and the Justice and the Death and the Devil and the Hermit and on, and these major centers that are part of the whole pathway and circuitry of life and our soul journeys. Essentially, it's really, really fun. Just like all over this is wisdom and understanding, the crown. And I put those into the Soul Life Treasure Hunt paths as well. I see those on this board as well. So this is incorporating into the Soul Life Treasure Hunt too. Like I said, I'm super, super excited. All right, how to use these as an oracle card. And he's doing, air is your mind and intellect, communication, fire is creativity, spiritual drive and forward motion, water is emotions and intuition and nurturing, and the earth is practical matters like money and growth. The 22 paths, think about the major arcana that we just talked about, bonding with them, and he has his own process. And so we've done the meditation. He uses incense. I do not do well with incense and smoke, so I do other energy clearings for my cards, and I know that's fine. Oh, the Tree of Life spread. Sweet! I'm going to be playing with that one. That's going to be my baby. We are good. Let's go through these cards. I love this so much. This is unlike anything I've been able to find elsewhere, and I feel this is just connecting beautifully. Look at the watercolor art. It's so engaging and so much information within the cards that I can actually intuitively connect with. So this is going to be a fun deck. Again, I will do a deck interview on each of these later. For the moment, let me take a look at a quick reading from each one of these. As I look at trauma, I want to just see what I can learn about trauma on this fine day in September of 2023, where we are dealing with surging energies. And I'm going to ask a quick question. How do we deal with trauma? How do we deal with this properly? What do we need to see? What do we need to know? Four is assistance and assistance in our material resources realm. Asking for assistance. It's a season. This is a season of asking for help. That is our goal. And I love that it's double sixes and fours. Four is very foundational. The double sixes is like, this is all roads lead to this point. Sideways, forward, back, it all comes here. So this is really powerful. This is a powerful point. And it's very cosmically driven time right now. So I think we'll go with the Moonology. And like I said before, these are new decks for me. So I will be reading from the books. Moonstruck, take a breath. So when you're in trauma, and I feel this being struck, like this is a physical hit. Moonstruck, take a breath. And it is talking about, the word moonstruck sounds dreamy and gorgeous, but in fact it means someone who's gone a little crazy. Drawing this card means that you may be becoming obsessive or just going too far with regards to whatever situation it is you're asking about. It's like someone who says they're madly in love. Madly? Is that really a good idea? This card comes with the message to get your feet back on the ground. And if you've been a little bit hysterical or histrionic, it's time to pare that back as well. Take a couple of deep breaths. Try to get your situation into perspective. There is nothing to be gained by allowing yourself to be completely and utterly overwhelmed by your emotions. Think of the cycles of the moon. The moon takes a full fortnight to move from new to full. She grows a little in size every day as she swells to her beautiful full self. So when you draw this card, you too need to allow things to progress at a more appropriate pace. Additional meanings for this card is slow down. Being manic won't help. Breathe. Drop the drama. Give a situation time to unfold. And about this symbol, Moonstruck often refers to falling so crazily in love that you just can't think straight. It sounds lovely in practice and looks great in movies, but it is a little harder to handle in real life. This is so perfect. Yes, this is what I needed. I needed this card to confirm everything that I intuitively felt. I was doing grounding practices, breathing, meditation, all sorts of practices that helped me to release the drama and to allow all of my body to let go of the stress and past traumas that aren't even relevant in this moment, but they are expressing themselves because of some stored energies, memories that my body still has in its holding for me to process. So what a beautiful card. I actually am grateful and thankful for this experience, even though it's been painful today. And I know that it's coming up for me. And this is coming together right at this point in time where I've already done some pre-studies and stuff. I had no idea that this is what I would be able to learn today when it said, just know there'll be some intense surges of energy. Things might feel like they're disrupting you or pushing you forward, or maybe both. Just be, go with it, flow with it. And when I went back to my notes just prior to doing this reading, I'm going, everything's on purpose. Everything is here for our good. It's all going to be well. It's all good. And no sense in getting into the drama, just like this card says. Perfect. We're going to go to the light seers right now. And let's see what I can do there. This is going to be a little trickier. Let me get these cards kind of done. They are a little small, but I think, yeah, they're doable. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let that one stay out. I'll leave that there. What I love about these sizes is what a great size for my board. Holy mackerel. That this size board is an 8x10, and I love it because I put it in a frame, picture frame, so it feels really like these cards are going to be just fine. And see if we can feel the energy. What do we need to know about trauma right now? This is the one. Seven of Wands. I'm going to go ahead and look at the shadow card on this. It's the Hermit, which I'm loving. I love that. So Wands, going to be fun. Those of you who know this deck so well, that's pretty darn cool. It just opened right up to the Seven of Wands while I was flipping through. I was like, yeah, this is where we want to be. There's no question. So the Light Seer, challenge, grounding, and protecting yourself. Movement and growth, creative innovation, assigned to continue to share your ideas and self-expression. The Shadow Seer side would be defending yourself, being attacked, being misunderstood, a need to erect energetic boundaries, and a lack of preparation, giving up. But that even though this came in as a upright card for me, thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you. Thank you, source. This is beautiful. It goes so well with the feelings I've been feeling today. It's been a real physical, oh my gosh. Haters, they'll emerge only after you've made it to your perch, whipping their wands about and asking you to defend your accomplishments. Sometimes competition emerges as a result of shining brightly in the world. And if you are feeling attacked after sharing your magic, it's important to remember that others likely want what you have. So stand up bravely, and continue to do your beautiful thing. Mindfully call feelings of love and well-being into your body and create a protective bubble of energy around you. Remain synchronized and aligned with your bright vision and reject any low vibe, negative states that others may be pushing. You don't have to accept their opinion as truth, especially when they are vying for your position. Check to make sure you are acting in a way that is aligned with your highest values. And when you know you are, don't let anyone stop you from achieving your dreams. Oh, this affirmation is great. I am deserving of this success, and I will bravely shine my light into the world. Okay, I'm close to tears right now. This is so perfect for the situation I'm in. I just cannot tell you. This is just, so take a breath, realize unconditional love is completely in control. Go ahead and just be a hermit for a bit. Let's see what Four of Wands is about, because that one came jumping out, and I'm just going to honor that maybe that has something here. Celebration, prosperity, an important event or milestone, gathering of souls, kindreds, stability in home and relationships, sometimes signifies marriage. I am devoted to my connectedness, and I celebrate the wonder of loving bliss with my community. Okay, I'm celebrating with you all. So if you're in trauma, we're in this together. I love you. Let's do this together. This is a beautiful reading. And again, like I said, asking for assistance, prayer, meditation, and letting the practical professionals, as well as the those who love and support you anyway, do not be shy. This is the season for letting all that be for the purpose of we're in this together. So join me. Let's do this. Okay. So now we're going to do the Tree of Life. And so let's keep going. What can we learn about trauma right now in this path where we can actually find, this is the one. 11th path, the Fool, leap of faith, freedom and trust. You know, the Fool card used to always trigger me because it felt like stupidity, but the Fool is the adventurer and really helps us to realize that we're on a soul journey and we've got a purpose in that. So the 11th path is from Kether to Chokmah. So if you're standing at the top of the tree, you'll find the tarot card of the Fool and the planet Uranus. Talk about shaking us up. What is it you want to manifest? And perhaps you only know the next step. That may be enough. So the Fool is a bit of a rogue, perhaps, but certainly one for embracing a good time, relishing his freedom, safe in the knowledge that when he takes his leap of faith, he will be caught. So I love this. So take a breath. Know that it's all going to work out just fine, keeping yourself aligned to peace, love, and harmony. Just do you properly. Keep yourself aligned and take a leap of faith. Just have some faith. The assistance is there. We're all doing this for the purpose of celebrating. And if you need to take a break and be a hermit for a bit, get out of the drama, you go there. That's beautiful. All right. So it's not easy being a spiritual energy in earthly world, but it's what you've signed up for. And your divine nature is needed here, which is why you took that leap from spirit into being. We've all heard the saying, you're a spiritual being having an earthly experience. That could have been written for the fool. Marrying your divine nature to the demands of the washing up is essential. Oh, so do, like chop wood, carry water? I'm thinking is what he's saying. That, yeah, you have your spiritual self, but you also have to do the practical daily caring for health and your wealth and just your everyday existence. How can you use the freedoms of this card in sure and constant knowledge that when you leap, you'll be caught? It's not about being reckless, not about being foolish, but about displaying your unique being in a way that helps you show up as your wonderful self. What's calling you to do just that? Where do you need to trust in the gods, in what you've gathered around you? Those around you may suggest you're being foolish. Who cares? Who cares? You know you. Do you. Go for you. Just go for the knowing that the assistance is there. I just love this. So perfect. My God, this is so perfect. So before you bungee jump, this is the activation part, I guess. I'm going to have to find out more about that. But before you bungee jump, it's no bad idea to stop, take in the view, and remind yourself of the support of the harness around you. Take a breath now. And take in the support around you and the view from this high point. Then breathe again and again. Breathe. Still yourself before making the call, sending the email, drawing a big, thick line under that problem. Oh, this is beautiful. All right. Universe, spirits, oh gosh, source, thank you. Creator, thank you. This is so perfect. This is what I needed to hear. And I hope it's meeting your needs too, or at least it's a reading you can come back to whenever trauma ensues in your life. And you're like, I know I don't have anything to fear, but yet my body is freaking out. It's all stressed. There's no reason for it. I know better. I have all the assistance that I need. But for some reason, there's something to let go. And that is taking your breath, knowing your truth, aligning profoundly to it. And you do that by just getting away into the hermit and just realize that you're on an adventure. This is a soul adventure. So let's see what happens. Let's take the leap and celebrate. All right. That was an amazing reading. Holy mackerel. So profound and so perfect. And I know I feel a lot better now. And I hope you do too. So keep this in mind. Come back to this reading anytime, or learn to do your own readings. I'm happy to do courses and lessons for those who would like to learn more about the Soul Life Treasure Hunt method. I actually do have a course out there, but I also love working one-on-one and in small groups with folks. So if it's time for you to actually learn how to do these for yourself, I just want to just extend the opportunity for you to reach out to me when that time might be. And in the meantime, thank you, Hay House. Great collection. I am wowed and so blessed. This was an initial, just quick kind of get my feet wet with the cards. So I normally would read even more intuitively and in-depthly based on some other things. But this was a powerful one, and I'm not sad. This is a good way to introduce the 3 decks together on a single focus point. I'll let you go with a sweet blessing of love and light, and just breathe more. I have some meditations that will help you with the breathing process. So check those on, I think, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So check that if you ever need meditations that way. Have a great day. Talk to you next time.